Good afternoon. I wanted to briefly touch base with you again on my son Luke's story that we talked about in my previous speech. He was involved in an incident that happened November 1st of 2017 and was brutally attacked, beaten, kidnapped, and left for dead. I shared that emotional story with you in hopes that I would help you heighten your awareness. It is so important to know your surroundings. If something or someone seems suspicious in the area where you are at, by all means, remove yourself from that location as quickly as possible. With today's increase in violent attacks, I am a huge advocate for self-defense classes and violence prevention classes. Just to give you a brief summary, the violent attacks in Fargo, North Dakota from 2017 to 2020 went up by 94 incidences. To break that down, in those 3 years, the violent attacks rose about 23 incidences per year. Unfortunately, not all of those individuals got to return home. My son. The reality is, you may never have to use what you've learned in these classes, but why not feel more confident and prepared in the event that you do? There are many different ways to protect yourself, but ultimately, knowing how to use your body as a weapon is one of the most effective ways you can use. I recently attended a class in Tioga, North Dakota, and was taught some very intense ways to use different parts of my body to defend myself. It was a 6-hour escape and evasion class, and it taught us ways to protect ourselves from attackers that were either armed or unarmed. It went into greater detail and taught us how to even disarm our attacker, which I thought was very interesting. Learning how to save your own life is a huge undertaking, but I can promise you, if you make the choice to go to these classes, it's worth the time and the energy. So take notes and pay attention. Along with your body, there are several other items that can help save your life. Some of those examples would be pepper spray, tactical pens, knives, guns, personal alarm systems, and self-defense keychains. Pepper spray is fairly accessible to you and I, and is primarily meant to stun your attacker. What it does is it swells shut their eyes and causes an extreme burning sensation, and it even takes away their vision for a short amount of time, which gives you the ability to run to safety. A tactical pen is something you can carry on you at all times. This is the one that I have. It looks like a pen, but it's much heavier than a regular pen. On one end, you can twist the cap off, and here is the everyday pen you can write with. On the other end, there is a sharp point. This is the end, obviously, that you will use to either injure, puncture, or stun your attacker so that you are able to break away and run to safety. Knives and guns can also be used, but what you need to keep in mind is that those two weapons can actually kill your attacker. My personal opinion, I would like to see you go to like a conceal and carry class or some type of safety class that's going to teach you the proper way to carry them and the proper way to use them and use them correctly. A personal alarm system is really another good idea. They're just small little devices, and they come with either a button or you can pull the top off of them. And what they do is they make a large siren-like noise, which is, again, primarily meant to shock your attacker And hopefully if you are being held by them, they will release their hold and you are able to run to safety. Lastly, there are self-defense keychains. They come in a variety of shapes and sizes. They work similar to a tactical pen, where they are meant to penetrate, injure, slow down your attacker so that you are able to break away and run to safety. Other additional options would be the self-defense classes like we talked about, the violence prevention classes. In Fargo here, they are generally offered through martial arts studios, but there is the North Dakota Safety Council, which offers a large amount of classes on self-defense here in the North Dakota area. You would need to go to their website, find a category of interest to you, and when you click on that category, for example, violence preparedness and personal safety, it would bring up a different variety of classes that are offered, and you would click on that class, see when it is offered and where it is offered. No matter what city or town you live in, despite the size or the population, it's always good to keep in the back of your mind that there could be a violent individual nearby. You are ultimately the one responsible for your own safety. So why not take the time to both seek out and learn different strategies to help protect you in the event you are attacked? If you can prevent an attack by happening to you, by being more aware, then it's worth way more than having to try to defend yourself while you are being attacked. I hope this information has been valuable to you. I hope you come away from this speech with enough knowledge to find the comfort in reaching out and looking for different safety options. But most of all, I hope this speech has made you more aware of how important it is to pay attention to your surroundings to help keep you and your family safe. Until next time, good luck out there.